Now in order to make this bread even more wholesome, I'm going to be using this Harvest Grains blend by King Arthur Flour. It has sunflowers, poppy seeds, other whole grains in it, and it makes everything taste even better than just plain old whole wheat flour. For this bread you will need a packet of yeast, and I'm going to use this instant yeast. It's a very good yeast. There's many other kinds of yeasts out there. I'm going to be using some sea salt, coarse grind, and then I'm going to be using 6 cups of flour and some other ingredients. Now I'm going to measure out about a cup of this Harvest Grain blend. It's exactly 1 cup, and you can see the grain here. It's beautiful. Now here's my other ingredient, organically grown, certified, unbromated, unbleached white flour. 3 cups of this flour. Okay, 3 cups. Put that in there. Now I'm going to put this flour in here, this whole wheat flour, bread flour in here, 3 cups of this. The Harvest Grains mix doesn't take on water very much. It will slightly get bigger. And then I'm going to mix this all together. Get my yeast in there. And then mix everything around. So I'm going to put the salt in now. Now I'm going to add the whole wheat flour into the mixture as well. And I'm going to continue to mix. I'm going to put my lukewarm water in here. Put it into the bread. And now I'm going to mix it just by hand. And this is going to be kind of a very wet dough. It's not like other doughs that are they're more solid. This is artisan bread in 5 minutes a day. Now I've got this fancy thing. It's called a misto, and this has olive oil in it, and you pump it up. I'm going to put a thin coating of olive oil into this bowl here. I'm going to take my dough and it's going to pop into here. I'm going to put it away for 2 hours and let it rise. And then I can put it in the refrigerator and I can bake bread in the morning or anytime I want. Just take the bread out 20 minutes before you're going to cook. I'm going to cover this now with some plastic wrap. And then we're done. Now what I'm going to do with this dough is put it into a separate container. It will keep for many weeks like that until you're ready to use it. There are many ways of cooking your bread. You can make them small into like little patties and roll them out so they're like pita bread. You can cook them on a tin baking pan, or you can also make it into a ball like I'm going to do and put it into essentially like a crock pot ceramic vessel and put the lid on it. And when we do that, we keep the steam inside of it, and that makes a very nice crust for your bread.
How to bake bread using a ceramic pot? Preheat oven to 500 degrees. Place pot into oven to preheat for 30 minutes.
I will put a piece of parchment paper into the bottom of the pot. This is parchment baking paper. I will flour this up, put the dough on it, and let it sit for about 15 minutes before putting it into the oven, into the hot pot. I'll score the top, and then I will put the lid on top of the pot and let it cook for about 30 minutes or so. So I'm going to spread this out like this. Very nice. And I'm going to take this out of here and put it into here. It's very wet. Okay. Now this is a very wet dough. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to firm this dough up a little bit. And I'm adding more flour to it. And so hopefully it will hold its shape better in the oven.
The bread has cooked for 30 minutes. So let's see the result.
Here's the finished product here. As we can see, looking very nice and crusty. I would call this a perfect boule. It is very beautiful. Oh, look at that. I can't wait to eat it.
Well, that bread was amazing, and I put some butter on it. Very scrumptious. Here is the full recipe for the artisan bread, and I hope you will have good luck with it. Enjoy. Doesn't take that long to make. If you want to communicate with me, my email address is at the end of this. Drop me a line. Thanks so much for watching.